this video, I'm gonna break down the whole system that we use to launch a low ticket offer with one of my clients, Ian, that did $20,000 in less than 24 hours. Now, before we get into it, I do have to say that the info business is not one size fit for all. It is extremely specific case for every coach, creator, growth operator, audience, ecosystem. However, there is a model that works regardless if you're running high, mid, or low ticket offer, and that is what I want to walk you through today. Now, before we get into it, if you're watching this and you're either a creator or coach, obviously in the info business, or a growth operator, which if you are, that's a good sign because you're here for something good. You want to scale your business, you're incredibly good at what you do, and you have a strong passion for helping people, which I love, and it's part of the reason for what I do. The biggest challenge though is that this is probably a reality. You don't know how to monetize your brand or even build an audience and offer, or maybe you've been at it for a while, saw some success, start posting endlessly content, but you cannot seem to get any real paying clients. Or maybe you did get a real paying clients, but nothing seems to be consistent. And it makes a lot of sense. InfoSpace is very specific. It's not necessarily hard, but you do need the right roadmap and clear ecosystem and the right approach to make things work. Good news is in this video, I'm gonna give you what I hope to be a ton of clarity. So let's get into it. So here's the proof with my client Ian. We did 3,215 subs in 24 hours. If you want to check it out, go to my Instagram profile and my highlights. You can find this case and many more cases in client highlights. The link is in bio. Now, before I show you how exactly I was able to help Ian, we gotta take a look at his situation first. Now, before I start working with every single client, I gotta know his situation first. What position he's in, how many clients does he have, if I'm even able to help him, because I cannot help everybody. And if you think you can, you're probably doing something wrong. So let's take a look at his situation. Now, Ian is a lifestyle content creator in Europe. He has about 500,000 followers across platforms, obviously Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And he's basically considered a celebrity. We divided his funnel into top funnel, middle funnel, and bottom funnel. Obviously, the goal for the top funnel is to bring awareness, create awareness, because you could be the greatest at what you do, but if you cannot run traffic to your profile and bring awareness, nobody's gonna notice you. So we got our main three sources: YouTube, organic content, and media sources. Now this one is very specific because unless you're a celebrity or have more than 500,000 followers, you cannot really use that one, but we did and we took advantage of it. So through TV, podcasts, and other sources such as PR, we bring awareness, also organic content and YouTube. Now, since Ian is a lifestyle content creator, the content that he posts has to align with him. So we post personal content and podcasts. Through organic content, we got our main two sources, obviously Instagram and TikTok, short form. And we're getting into our middle funnel here. Now, I do want to say that everything we post is intentional. Every single video, every single post, every single stories has either educational purpose, entertainment, or call to action. Now, the whole center point of his ecosystem or funnel, whatever you want to call it, is his Instagram profile, where he has the most followers, so the most attention. Through that, we launched call to action to our paid platform, which we priced $8 a month, where you can find early access to these episodes of the podcast, behind the scenes, and a close community. Since he has 500,000 followers, it is a privilege to ask him or chat with him. That's one of those benefits. We priced at $8 a month, created about 3,313 subscribers, which made us about $2,000 a month profit. Now, here's the reason why we chose to go with a low ticket offer. Now, there is a statistic saying that if you have 200,000 followers, 20% out of those 200,000 will somehow engage with your profile. So they will watch your stories, they will see your videos. Out of those 40,000 people, 10% will show interest. So they will comment on it, they will react on your story, they will like your story. Out of those 4,000 people, only 10% will eventually buy what your offer. So it might be more, might be less, depends on you and your content, but generally this is the average numbers. Now, also the thing with low ticket offer is that if you have a niche down content or profile, that means if you're a fitness coach, AI specialist, videographer, you don't really know what to include in that low ticket offer, community, course, because you don't know the pain points of your audience. You don't really know what they need. And so you cannot really scale it since people will not get a result out of it that they wanted. The good thing about it is you can do the same thing what we do with Ian. If you're a fitness coach, mental coach, videographer, AI specialist, copywriter, videographer, whatever, you're probably making 1 to 3K a month. What you have in common is that you provide a service. The issue with that is, and why you cannot scale it, is you're not providing enough value, you don't have your audience pain points identified, and you're not solving a problem for your audience. But what if I told you you actually are solving a problem for your audience? You're just not aware of it. And so let me give you a little example. So let's say you're good with AI, you've been at it for quite a bit, you know how it works, and you know how to implement it for someone's business. Now, let me reframe that a little bit, and let's ask yourself, what happens if someone does not receive my service? Now, let's say you save entrepreneurs time by building an AI automation. But what if they don't get that? Well, they will probably spend countless hours on tasks that could be automated with AI. When they lose that time, they're not going to be able to focus on the important stuff, which means they will probably miss out on bigger profits. And when they miss out on profits, they'll probably go out of business. And if that keeps going, they will eventually fail. See how that works? We literally went from I'm good with AI to you're literally protecting businesses from losing money, time, and momentum. And so that's how you define what problem you're solving, even though the audience might not seem that big for what you do. Now, what you have to do next is you have to realize who's your audience, who do you sell to? Now, there's no point in selling high-ticket coaching for example, broke college kids. Not that they wouldn't get the value from it, they just don't have the money out of pocket to pay for it. So then it makes sense to create a low-ticket community offer for $8, $10, $12 a month where they surround themselves with people with the same interest. That's what's gonna help them. And they're gonna be able to pay for it, you're gonna be able to scale it, everyone's gonna be happy. Also, there's no point in selling a low-ticket offer to busy entrepreneurs. Let's say you help people lose fat. Let's say that busy entrepreneurs is your audience. He's not gonna have enough time to go through a low-ticket community, surrounding himself with a lot of people. That's gonna just sound horrible for him. He's not gonna buy it. Instead, he's gonna be able to spend $2,000 on coaching if it's gonna save his time and will help him lose fat easily. So it is very important for you to find out who you're selling to and adjust your offer to it. So what next comes in place is your profile optimization, content, and your ecosystem. Now, as I showed you before the funnel, your key or the top funnel is to create awareness. You're gonna do that through organic content, ads, and YouTube. Now, the key thing with organic content is that what you post has to align with your offer. If it's not the case, people are just gonna scroll away. So when you're selling high-ticket offer, coaching, whatever that is that you're selling, people need to be aligned with 3 things in order to buy from you. They have to be aligned with the outcome that you promise, the transformation that you promise, the method that you use. How do you get to that result? And third thing is they have to say yes to you as a person. Because people don't necessarily wake up and think, oh, I need coaching. They wake up and think, oh, I need that guy's coaching. And so that's how you adjust your content to it. Through Reels, you have to customize it for your ICP, ideal customer profile, or more like a dream follower. Through carousels, you can show your method. Let's say how to easily, or not easily, but how to gain apps in less than 90 days. The best thing that has worked with my clients is carousel. You can do video, you can do posts, whatever you want to do. Show your method. How do you get to that result? Now, testimonials, big thing. You have to show that you're able to deliver the desired outcome of your ICP, ideal customer profile. You need to have at least highlights about it, or even post, or even video. Now, the best way to do a testimonial or a case study, whatever you want to call it, is create a 3-sequence highlight, story, post, video, whatever you want. When at first you're gonna show what was he struggling before, what was his pain points, what has he tried but didn't work. Second thing, you're gonna show the method that you use with him. How long did it take? What did you use? How do you get him to that result? And a third thing is the result that you delivered for him. That's the best way to do a testimonial or a case study. Usually a highlight or a carousel. And so through ads and YouTube, your whole center point of your ecosystem should be Instagram. If Facebook works for you, then do Facebook. If YouTube works for you, do YouTube. Then through organic content, you obviously run call to action. you have one in your bio. Then appointment setter reaches out. Now, appointment setter is usually someone who leads a conversation with your potential lead and gets him to a sales call. Now, usually you're the appointment setter, so you have to know how to lead a conversation, how to work with a client to get him to a sales call. Now, you book a call, close it. Obviously, you have to have your service structure ready or product, and out of that, you get a testimonials, which you're gonna use right here on your organic content, and you can scale it up further, either downsell or upsell, especially if you're running mid-ticket offer. Downsell will be low ticket, upsell will be high ticket. High ticket will be coaching, retreats. Mid-ticket will be a video course. Low ticket will be a community. How is it divided is by price. Low ticket is usually something that costs from $5 to $50 a month. Mid-ticket will be from $50 to $250 a month. And then high coaching would be from that point up further. Now, ideally, you want to get to that position where your dream customer will eventually approach you. If you made it to the very end and you want to know how to implement it for your brand or business, comment the word ecosystem and I'll do a free audit of your profile. Last but not least, the whole thing with Ion was done on a European market. Now, it would be a little different working on a US market, creating a low ticket offer. However, you would still need a clear roadmap and ecosystem and the right approach to it. Now, if you made to break it down, what's the difference between the US and the European market, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like, and in the next video, I'll break it down for you.